Hi, my name is Janine Clark.
Hi, my name's Holly.
All right, thank you for meeting with me today, Ms. Gorman.
You can call me Holly, it's fine.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Like, what do you like to do?
I like being active. I like to swim. I was on the swim team. I like to run it occasionally. I love hiking.
Mm-hmm.
I write the occasional poem,
All right. So, can you tell me what brought you here today?
I was just looking for some advice on how to control my sugar intake because I don't really have a lot of discipline.
When it comes to sugar?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have a major sweet tooth.
Yeah. So, what do you think was the final straw? What made you think that it was time?
I think it was seeing my most recent labs.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that some of the numbers were pretty high.
Yeah. Your triglycerides are pretty high. They're at 370 when they should be at or less than 100. So that's very high.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And your cholesterol is also high.
Yeah, that one I wasn't too surprised about. I didn't think it would be that high. But I do have a family history of high cholesterol.
Okay.
My dad has it, even though he's relatively active and not too horrible an eater. So.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about your family history. What else?
There is diabetes. My grandmother had type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
And I know my mom has hypothyroidism.
Okay.
I'm not sure about my dad. Maybe he does. He just doesn't do anything about it. I don't know.
Interesting. Patients with hypothyroidism generally have higher cholesterols, especially. So maybe that could even be a possibility.
Okay.
All right. So can you explain your problem in detail? Like what exactly happens with the sugar?
It's usually only after dinner. And maybe it's because my dad always wanted to have dessert after dinner.
Okay.
So it's just sort of a behavior I think I learned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, instead of, while the rest of my family just has a little bit, I'm just like, give me,
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not very good at stopping, I guess. I'll think I'll be done, but then I'm like, no, I want more,
Okay, and this just happens with sugar?
Yeah, just sugar.
Do you think there's any other issue, anything that's going on that makes you feel the need to, I guess, kind of binge on sugar? Could it be stress related, or is it just kind of habit, craving?
Yeah, usually with stress, I don't eat. Maybe if it's like not, maybe it's stress that's like not horrible, maybe that might trigger it. I don't know, maybe I'm just not completely full or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And I'll just fill up on dessert. I think my mom even pointed that out one time.
Right.
Yeah.
So you save extra room for dessert.
Yeah.
Interesting. And it only happens after dinner? It's not throughout the day, usually?
During the day? No, just after dinner. Because that's when I got conditioned to have it, I think. I don't know.
Interesting. So,
I mean, more lately it has been during the day, just because I've had it around, and it's just so easy. Like, it's just right there. If it's not there, I usually don't have it.
Okay.
It's just when it's around.
Interesting.
Like there are certain things I purposely don't keep around.
Right.
Because I know I'll just eat too much of it.
So how do you feel if you do eat too much? Does it make you feel guilty or just physically sick or?
Probably both. Actually, yeah. I always feel pretty bad about it. I'll try to find justifications in my mind.
Okay.
But like while I'm eating the whatever sweet it is, like I don't care. I'm just in that moment, and I'm just enjoying it. But afterward,
Right.
I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals with this session and future sessions?
Well, I want to be able to just have a little and then stop. Because I don't think cutting it out completely would be very realistic.
No, that wouldn't work. And then you probably just crave it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried that once. It doesn't work.
And it's not fun. You know, everyone's
No.
entitled to a little sweets once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So what do you think would keep you on track with following your goals?
I don't know, maybe finding some kind of substitute, or maybe something that isn't as bad, or just sort of like something to motivate me in the moment where I crave more, to not eat more,
Okay.
because like I know it's bad, but that isn't enough a lot of the time.
So has this sugar problem, has it always been like this, or was there anything recent in the past year or a few months that may have brought it on, or?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It wasn't always like this. I used to make fun of my sister for being the one to eat too much chocolate cake or something out of the fridge. She was that person who would eat cake out of the fridge.
So then what happened with you?
It came on slowly, and until I finally realized that I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I did become a vegetarian about 7 years ago.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's when it started. Just because, like, I don't know, maybe I don't really feel as full or something.
Satisfied? Interesting.
Yeah.
It could be that you're lacking protein. Maybe your body's really craving protein, but it's manifesting itself in sugar. So it just feels like it needs something.
Yeah.
And therefore you're filling it with sugar.
Yeah. That would make a lot of sense.
Do you think so? Yeah. And I'm sure as a vegetarian you probably know a lot of alternate sources to protein aside from meat, of course.
Yeah, peanut butter is usually my main source.
Yeah, peanut butters, nut butters, nuts in general, beans, legumes, tofu, all that.
Okay, yeah.
And Greek yogurt has a lot of protein now, actually.
Yeah.
So are you a very strict vegetarian? Do you eat any meat at all? Is it occasional?
I'm not too strict. I used to be, but then I started wondering how healthy that was. So, like, I'll eat meat. I don't know if my mom cooks it.
All right. So would it be possible to incorporate a little bit more meat, maybe, or just chicken every once in a while?
Yeah, I can try.
All right, that might be a good solution. As far as the sugar is concerned, maybe you could replace some of the sugar with, like, maybe let's say you like dessert, right? You like to eat your sugar after your meal.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could replace those sweets with fruits, which are also sweet. They have their natural sugars, and they can be satisfying.
Mm-hmm. I do tend to eat a lot of fruit during the day, but
well, fruit is high in natural sugar.
Yeah.
So if you're eating a lot of it, that could contribute to maybe, I guess, more sugar in your system. Although it is better sugar than your processed foods. But maybe you want to start replacing the fruits throughout the day with maybe vegetables. So maybe have carrots or red peppers are nice. And then you can have your fruit in the evening when you want that kind of that sweetness.
Yeah, I can see that working. I can try it.
Yeah. You could also try to maybe increase a bit more fiber so you feel more full, like you don't need to eat as much. Or maybe when you do eat your sugar, eat it with fiber.
Now, what would that do?
That would probably make your body feel, it would probably, well, one, since fiber takes longer to digest, it would take the sugar longer to digest and get through your system. So I guess you wouldn't have the rush quite as quick. And and yeah, it would just make you feel more full and more satisfied in general.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So do you like those ideas?
Yeah, I think I'll try
that'd be a good idea?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I always ask my clients to make a contract with themselves, really, about what your goals are, what you're going to accomplish with them, make them realistic, and, talk about how you're going to go about doing it, right? So if you say you want to eat special kinds of fruits, but the fruits aren't available in your supermarket, that would be kind of a hard goal to set. Yeah. So try to make goals that you know are feasible. And basically just, I want you to make a contract that you're satisfied with, something that you will know you'll be able to accomplish. And I will always be here for support. And if you have any questions, I want you to feel free to call me. Some of my younger clients like texting. So if you feel like you're going to have a little sugar binge and you just need quick feedback, you can send me a text anytime if you're interested in that.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, so how does that sound? Sounds good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of having a follow-up appointment in about 2 weeks? Give you some time to make your adjustments?
Yeah.
All right, and we'll get started on that contract. Thank you for coming.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.